Hello everyone, and welcome back to Make Your Mind. This is it. This is the official Revenant. This is the official video from Pixonic for the game War Robots. This is their official video showing off the Revenant. They clearly went for the blue color for the robot instead of the, I think the red may be an option in the future, but here's the robot. These two right here, the Revenant and the Scorpion. No, neither of these robots are going to be in my hangar, personally. This thing is just a push-button kill robot. It requires no skill, and it's just too embarrassing to use. And then this is the same thing, just with physical shields. These two robots are just too embarrassing, but this is my initial reaction. I haven't seen this yet. This is my initial reaction of the Revenant's new official video from Pixonic, so we're both going to watch it together. So let's take a look.
Revenant is a close-range fighter that leaves enemies.
So there it is. As you can see, they changed the weapon placements a little bit. They're a little bit more offset. So yeah, it's got the shields on the sides, and it can also do some other things. So let's see.
No choice but to accept the fight. The creators of Revenant knew the sore spot of all heavy robots. You can keep at a distance.
Now, the programmers and creators of Pixonic, they do have a bit of an accent. It's kind of hard to tell, but they're basically just giving away that that it's going to be a teleportation sort of brawler. It's basically going to be a teleporting version of this, the shell.
And whittle them down with long-range guns. This tactic does little against Revenant, all thanks to the Icarus Technology's crown jewel, teleports. With Revenant,
boy.
You always get a chance to shoot back. But what if it
So there's the shields on the side, clearly getting hit.
gets locked down? Well, it isn't that simple. Let's take a closer look. This Revenant is locked down, suppressed, frozen, and it only has short-range weapons. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Now let's press the ability button. Revenant shrugs off all negative effects and teleports to the target, engaging in furious melee. While the ability is active, Revenant is immune to all negative effects and structural damage from sound blasters.
Now that's crazy. That's the first time that I didn't know this. That's the first time that this robot is, it's any robot in this. The sonic weapons, if you don't know, let me back up to right here. These are 3 sonic weapons. They're basically like speakers, and they shoot sound waves. They have a range of 250 meters, but these weapons are particularly devastating because when your robot heals, there's usually a black bar, which is your health, and then a gray bar, which slowly increases over time. That's your health that you can't recover back. And these things essentially make it so that as you heal, you recover less and less and less health. And these are the only weapons that do that. But now the Revenant is capable of basically negating the effects of those sonic weapons. That's pretty OP, not gonna lie. I wish that the Demeter had that ability, because that's one of the weapons in my, that's one of the robots I have in my hangar, and I'll actually show a picture, I'll show a couple pictures of my hangar here in a minute, of the robots that I currently have. Today's Sunday as I'm recording this, and I'll show that off real quick, but let's get back to the video.
Melee is what Revenant excels at. Superb durability helps it survive long enough to deal critical damage. It also has a physical shield on either side. As long as it rams its opponent, other robots can only attack it from the rear. Add some lockdown power to its build, and Revenant
Okay, so let's go back real quick.
Add some lockdown power to it.
Okay, so there's the Toxic, which is a light weapon, which is a 250 meter, I think it's 250 or 300 meter. It's an acid sprayer, so it works similar to the flamethrowers, like the Igniter, the Blaze, and the Ember. But there's no medium version of this. There's just the 2 lights and the heavy. Now you got the Toxic here, and then you have the Bane, which is this one right here, the heavy weapon. I don't know if these are going to be any good. They'll be good because they do damage over time effects, so, and they also help to whittle down on physical shields like on the Revenant here, so that's just what those are going to end up becoming.
Its build, and Revenant becomes capable of locking its opponent in a perfect bear hug. When enemy Revenant is deployed, the team should always mind its position. The teleporting tank can strike almost anywhere. But there are weaknesses. Any robot, and Revenant is not an exception.
Here's what I want to know.
First of all, unlike Phantom or Scorpion, Revenant cannot teleport out, only in.
Okay, that's good, because if it could teleport to and from, that's insane. So the Revenant can only teleport to an enemy, it cannot go back. So if you're able to whittle down its physical shields and able to break through its immunities, essentially, you just need some like Mark II or Mark III weapons to take that thing out quickly. So that's okay, I guess.
Secondly, Revenant is slow. If its ability is on cooldown, even a simple jump unit will help you escape its grip.
Okay, that's not true. Because if you play this game, you know that you have the little target box, and if they jump, the target box follows you, and the weapons follow you too. So a jump unit is not going to help you with this. The only thing that's honestly going to help you is a stealth unit, like if you're using something like a Loki or an Orochi. I have 3 Orochis in my hangar, which I'll show in a minute here. And but yeah, jump unit is not going to save you from this thing.
This robot has lots of durability, as well as control and unity after ability use. But if you bait the ability out and focus on Revenant together with your mates, it won't survive for too long.
So for solo players, this thing's going to be a total nightmare. I'm a solo player myself, so yeah, this thing is going to be a total nightmare when the update hits in a couple of days, so I gotta brace myself for that one.
When you command the Revenant, you need to seize the initiative. Most of the time, you will be doing it alone, with teammates following. Make sure they aren't too far away. And remember that once you...
Okay, real quick, you see how this Arthur right here, the shields are open? That's never... Whoever is piloting that is a moron. Because those shields, they should not be open. Okay, they should be closed. Because that's one of the abilities of the Arthur is to close it and have a big shield in the front. Because then all of that acid spray is going right into the Arthur, basically just destroying it immediately. And then, of course, look, you got the 2 Hawks right here. Which those robots are pretty good. But let's continue.
Committed to attack and teleported, there is no easy retreat. Don't forget about your side shields. When under fire, you can retreat unscathed by simply crab walking.
Now, there's a medium weapon called the ECU, or the ECU, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's a physical shield that fits on your side. And, actually, excuse me, I think it's a light weapon, actually. So you can, if you have a light weapon slot, you can put a physical shield here. I wonder if they'll allow you to put a physical shield in one of these light slots. That would be kind of ridiculous, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. So you could basically turn any robot with 2 light weapon slots on the side, you could turn them into a Revenant. So essentially a Phantom. If you were able to make a Phantom with shields on the sides, you could then make it into a tiny Revenant. So that's a thing.
Doesn't look very heroic, but saves you a lot of durability. This was Revenant overview. Be vigilant, lead the way, and happy hunting.
So there it is. That's the Revenant. So according to Pixonic and their news, they're also going to be the robot coming out after this is going to be a sniping robot like the Jaeger, but it's going to have an ability called, I think it's like something blackout. I saw the video on it earlier, but it's another weapon. Basically, it's a sniper that can shoot through walls. And I tell you what, if it's a sniper that can shoot through walls, it needs to have the ability to shoot through physical shields too. It needs to shoot through physical shields, because that's no different than a wall. So, there you have it. There's the Revenant. And if you've watched all the way up to this point, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button, and also subscribe. And hit that bell for notifications, so you don't miss the next video. Let me go ahead and show off my hangar. We'll start off with my latest, or one of my robots that I have in my hangar, my Wayland. This is just it's just a screenshot right off of my screen here. So let me go ahead and expand. So this is my level 6 Wayland. I got 2 level 4 incinerators, and then I have just a couple of basic modules. This is just a screenshot, by the way. It's level 6, and I recently just got the Manny Pilot, which he does damage and then does 10% extra damage for every loss of durability. So as the health goes down, the damage goes up. So the idea was that I was going to, as the Wayland is healing itself with its repair mode ability, it would be healing itself and also losing its durability, so the weapon, so not only would it keep its health, but the damage would be just insane. And so that is what that's going to be. Let's go to my next one. My Demeter. I got it at level 8. It's almost, I'm in the process of, I'm going to be upgrading it to level 9. I got the Jerry Fortune pilot level 31. I've been working on that pretty hard. I got 4 Scorchers for him. This thing is a nightmare when I go up against Arthurs and Shells especially. This is my Shell Brawler. What I'll do is if when Titans come in, if there's a kid or another Arthur or another Titan that needs support, I'll hang next to them with this, because this will teleport, and then eventually it'll actually repair the durability. So we'll repair up to 36,000 health and over 1950 seconds. So it's good, but I'm upgrading these as I go. We'll go to the next one I have. Here's the first of my many Fafnirs. I have the Joanna Flynn pilot. I've been working on her. She gives the abilities for the Fafnir. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I have 2 Scatties that I recently just acquired, and I have 2 Vortexes. And the Fafnir has the shapeshift ability, so it can fly indefinitely, and also has the Titan Killer robot with the 10-second absorber shield. And that one was number 1. Here's number 2. I have another level 5 Fafnir with Joanna Flynn. I recently got her again. And 2 Scorchers and 2 Igniters, this is the true Dragon of the North that has fire rockets and flamethrowers. And as you can see with these 2 Fafnirs, I have the Norse paint jobs. I got one for this one and this one. And then here's my highest level Fafnir. This one's level 9. Joanna Flynn's level 21. This was the first Fafnir I got off of update 7.1. That was when the Fafnir was first unveiled. I got the components and was able to build this one early. And I have 2 level 3 Scatties and 2 level 5 Atomizers. So I got the unlimited ammo from the Atomizer, and then I have the 600 meter range of the Scatty, so that when it goes into shapeshift mode, it folds the 2 top weapons away, and then you have just these 2, with a range of 600 meters plus the built-in Titan weapon. This thing's a monster. And as you can see, this has Norse, this has Norse, and that has Norse. I got all 3 paint jobs for this. So that was definitely worth it. And then coming up next, these are all the robots that I have on top of my hangar up there. So I recently got 2 shells. I've upgraded this one to level 5 and this one to level 7. This one has the Raphael pilot, which increases the power of the flamethrowers, so I have flames for this. And then this one has Linda Kano, the shell pilot, and I have a Hill and 2 snares, which are the freezing plasma weapons, and then I have my flaming Orochi right here. And that's one of a few. Then there's my Megalodon Orochi. This thing is so much fun, and I got 2 hells for that as well. I also have the Ghost Pilot for them, so it does increased weapon fire for its built-in damage over time rockets. And then I have the Scarab Leech, which has 2 Freedom Igniters and 2 Scorchers. And I also have my Jaeger, which has Basil Lapete, the Basil Lapete pilot, and I have 2 Tempests for this. So there's my Jaeger, and then I also have another Orochi. That's my 3rd Orochi. With I got a Zenith and an Avenger on that one. That one's like my sort of long range brawler and sort of mid-range brawler as well. I have my Hover. So I have a Ghost Pilot for this Orochi as well, by the way. And my Hover, which is my sort of fun robot. I have a Scorcher, an Atomizer, and an Aphid rocket launcher. So this thing is sort of, if the Mandalorian was a robot, this is who he'd be, because this thing has the ability to hover and fly. It has a jetpack, so that's what that does. Then I have my Typhon, which has 2 Hussar, so 600 meter range lasers, and then it has the 2 Atomizers, and this has the Typhon pilot, the guy, I can't remember his name, the one that has the defense mode. I can't remember it off the top of my head. And then next I have my Tyr, which is level 7 as well, and then I have my first EvoLife robot, my Bolt, which has 2 snares and a Rhyme, which is another freezing weapon. And then here's a second Typhon that I won, that I actually won from the tickets. and it has a Freedom Scatty, a Freedom Igniter, and then it has an Atomizer and a Scourge. And this one is sort of my backup Typhon that I want to use for other things. Then I also have my Cerberus, which has the Boris Pilot and 2 Wasps and a Hornet, so it's all damage over time. And then there's my Hawk, which has 2 Scalds and 2 Incinerators. So this is my Titan Destroyer for the most part. And then I have my Fenrir, which doesn't have a pilot right now, but it has a Scatty, an Igniter, and a Hill. I've sort of swapped weapons around to give them to other robots, so the Fenrir's been kind of put on the back burner. And then I have my older robots. I have my Butch, which has a bunch of different weapons. This one was just for fun. I have an Ivor Ravana that has 3 Tyrans. So this is my close range sort of brawler. And then I have my Fujin, which was one of the first robots I got for my profile. And it has just regular weapons for now. I've taken some of the weapons off and given them to other robots. So that one's fun. And then, last but not least, I have a Skydriver Nightingale. And then I have a Doc, which is the Doc and the Butch. So I got the Butch here, and then the Doc, which are quick draw. So it switches from the 2 weapons there to the 2 weapons held on the back. And those are my regular robots. And then here is my Titan. This is my Muromets. It's level 15 right now. I've got 2 level 2 Bulavas and a level 4 Crate. So this thing is a monster. Oops, somebody messaged me on Discord again. I'll have to figure that out. So let's see here. So this thing has the ability Hard Rain, which is built-in rocket launchers in a stealth mode, and it flies up in the air. This thing is a lot of fun to use. And then I also have my other Titans. I have a full striker build sniping Sharanga. And then I have a 3 Bulava Sharanga. I watched the Manny video, and I had to get it for myself, so I got that. And then I have another Miromets that I won from the coins. And then I have my level 25 Nodens, which is my pride and joy. But I've been putting aside, I got 2 crates and 2 Keystons for that. That's my favorite Titan. And then I have my Arthur, which has 2 crates and a striker. So this is my sort of long-range, sort of defensive brawler. And those are my robots, for the most part. And that's to show my my hangar. So with that, thank you all for watching this video. This was a bit of a different video from what I normally do, but this is just to see if you guys were curious as to what robots I actually have. With the next update coming up, I'm not going to be worrying about deading everything. I basically put more investment into this game, at least the Space Tech Festival anyway. That one was a lot better. And let me go back here. Yeah, but so far this is my absolute favorite robot, my level 9 Fafnir. This thing is a beast. And I also recently I have a armor kit, and I have a single reactor, and then I also have, with this being level 9, I have 3 passive modules, and I recently just got 4 nuclear amplifiers. So I have one on this one, then I have another one on this Fafnir, and then I also have my other one is... Actually, I think the other one is on my 3rd Fafnir as well. When you click here in the game, you see the modules, but I just took these screenshots just to show you. So, with that, thank you all so much for watching this video. And I can't wait to try out the Manny Pilot. That's going to be fun. Going to see what that's all about. But with that, thank you all for watching this little War Robots update. My initial reaction of the Revenant, which I'm still not a fan of, but I'm going to be building my hangar to combat against it. So with that, thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next War Robots update.